Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here. And with me this Friday, I just want to start by saying that for the next week, I'll be on vacation. So for all next week and then Monday, there will be no video devotion. I'll miss doing it, but I don't think I have the internet access to really get it up online, so I won't be doing that. We're going to end our journey through Ruth with the 4th chapter and talk about kind of the conclusion of this whole story. You'll remember now, just to kind of go over the story a little bit, Ruth and Naomi, and, well, let's just start with Naomi. Naomi and her husband and 2 sons went to Moab, and they were there. And the 2 sons died, the husband died. She's left with no man in her life. She tells her daughters-in-law to go find some other man in Moab. And Ruth says no, she's going to go with Naomi back to her homeland in Israel. They go back to Israel, which was in Bethlehem. And that's where her husband had some property. Now, in this day and age, the women could not own property. So she has this property, but she can't really own it. So Naomi tells Ruth to go into Boaz's field and glean. She does that, and Boaz takes notice of her and says, well, she's a pretty good-looking woman. She's quite a bit younger. Gives her a chance to marry a younger man, but he can't marry her for financial reasons. And so Boaz, who always, I think, wanted to marry her, says he'll marry her. Now, today's lesson is kind of Boaz going to the town gate and proclaiming this so that it's kind of public record. One of the things we miss in the Bible is that there's a town gate at every town. It's on the outside of the wall, usually, or just inside the wall of the town. And there's a seat there. And, I mean, you can see it in some of the excavations in Israel and in Turkey today. That there is a seat, and the ruler would go once a week, or I don't know, every day maybe even, go and sit at that seat, and people could come up and bring cases, and he would adjudicate those cases. So Boaz is at that gate, and this is chapter 4, verse 9. Then Boaz said to the elders and to the crowd standing around, "You are witnesses that today I have bought from Naomi all the property of Elimelech, Kilion, and Mahlon." That's Naomi's husband and 2 sons. "And with the land I have acquired Ruth, the Moabite widow of Mahlon, to be my wife. This way she can have a son and carry on the family name." That was really important, to carry on the family name. That was like salvation to them. This way she can carry on the family name of her dead husband, and to inherit the family property here in his hometown. You are my witnesses today. So he's making this statement in front of the crowd that's there at the judgment seat in the court, in the entrance to the town. Then the elders and all the people standing at the gate replied, "We are witnesses. May the Lord make this woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, from whom all the nation of Israel descended." Now, this is important because it's exactly what happens. They're predicting the future. "May you prosper in Ephrathah and be famous in Bethlehem." Whoa, okay. Famous in Bethlehem. Keep that in mind. "And may the Lord give you descendants by this young woman, who will be like those of our ancestor Perez, the son of Tamar and Judah." So there's an interesting. Tamar was non-Jewish, just like Ruth is, and the line of David goes right through her. Now, this is interesting because here's exactly what happens. Because of Ruth's rescue by the family redeemer, remember we talked about that yesterday, Boaz is the family redeemer. His job is to redeem the family that's in trouble. And, of course, Ruth and Naomi were in trouble financially and in every way. Family redeemer. She gets pregnant with Obed. Okay, there's a name to remember, Obed, who is later the father of Jesse. Aha! Now, Jesse, you remember, is the father of somebody that is very famous in the Old Testament, King David. That's Jesse. Jesse is his dad, who is later the father of David, whose line eventually leads to Jesus, who was born in Bethlehem. So isn't it interesting? We have this kind of odd story. Why is it even in the Bible? Of Ruth. I guess it's in the Bible maybe originally because Ruth was willing to give up everything for Naomi, her religion, her land, her people, everything, and to follow her wherever she went. But it turns out she becomes, in the line of David, in the line of Jesus, in the line of the Savior of the world, this woman, Ruth, who was not a Jew, but who followed her mother-in-law and cared for her and was going to go with her wherever, whatever happened. So, isn't that an interesting story? We have a direct connection here to Jesus, both in Bethlehem and Ephrathah. You hear that, don't you, in the birth stories, Ephrathah. And Bethlehem, of course, is where Jesus was born. And you know that Jesus is in the line of David, and here we go. Ruth is also now in the line of David. She will be the great-great-grandmother, I think, of David. She is the the mother of Obed, who is the father of Jesse, who is the father of King David, who is in the line of Jesus. Pretty direct connection. Well, God bless. I'll see you in about a week, and I hope you have just a great day. Bye.